Hello again, ladies and gents. Welcome back to Tink's Medieval Times Battles Bonanza. New year, not new me. Same old business today. We, as part of a joint release of 2025's first Tink's Medieval Times Crusades O'Clock podcast, episode 19 on the 1101 Crusade. Our opening battles bonanza is going to be focused on the Battle of Merzivan. The Battle of Merzivan fought in August 1101 between the forces of the 1101 Crusade, commanded by various people who I'll go through in a moment, and the Turkish coalition of Kiliq Arslan, the Sultan of Rum, Danishmend, the Emir of Sivas, and the forces contributed by none other than our old friend Ridwan of Aleppo. So lots of stuff to get our teeth into there. We've got 4 Christian armies. I'm going to be playing as the forces of Stephen, Count of Blois, who was a one-time player in the First Crusade. Left early, having faked an illness, and then his wife Adela said, we're not going to share a bed until you go back on Crusade. So she's pretty unhappy with him, and he has to go back on this campaign, where he is joined by a Lombard force, who are going to be represented by the Milanese today, led by the hopeless Count of Biandrate. Byzantine mercenaries under the command of General Tsitas, on behalf of the Byzantine Emperor Alexius Komnenos, and our old friend Raymond of Toulouse, who I've decided to represent as Portugal, even though he's not Portuguese, just to keep things interesting. I'm not going to go through the armies in any great detail. I think we'll just get started, but just to say, lots of knights and things in the Christian armies. There are 2 Turkish armies that are mainly made up of horsemen. Ridwan's troops, I've decided, are mainly going to be infantry, so that 3rd army as it arrives on the battlefield will be Ridwan, so I'll try and outline that as we go. As usual, I'm going to attempt to command this the way it was commanded in real life, but I'm rather left at the mercy of the fates here, because of course the computer is very much going to do its own thing, as it so often does. Wish me luck. Off we go. Okay, so here we are. Stephen of Blois' army, I suppose probably Stephen of Burgundy's army as well, arrayed here. And is our man, Count Stephen, going to give us any words of inspiration? He's got a good trumpet section.
Well, here is a thing of glory and greatness. We have a foe worth the killing, and Frenchmen beside me who wait upon my command. I can also feel an inspiring speech coming on. So listen to me. Now, listen to me. Our foes today are masters of cruelty. These Turks doubtless have plans to torture us all. But they are fools to believe that they can prevail against noble-hearted Frenchmen.
Well, something seriously wrong with those trees. Also, Stephen, you're really rating yourself there.
And so let's be about the foe. Does anyone else get a powerful appetite after battle? I do. And I invite brave men to join me at table afterwards.
That's not what your wife said. Anyway, let's get stuck in.
Await my order.
So here we are. Got the classic flower of Crusader chivalry here, and then we've got some religious fanatics, and some other key players. No medieval 2 Total War army complete without peasant crossbowmen. The enemy are already advancing upon me. I think I'm facing off against the forces of Kiliq Arslan here. So let's get these crossbowmen to see what they can do against those horse archers. Much of the rest of the enemy appear to be over there. Well, I think what I'm going to do, actually, is I'm just going to leave these infantry to chill, and we're going to go on a little a wee rummage and see what we can do to the forces of Ridwan of Aleppo, who are facing off against our notional allies. It's actually, I'm not quite sure why this army's been deployed over here. Let's go over the brow of this hill and see what's what. In fact, I might actually take some of these infantry with me as well. There are the Lombards. Famously in the 1101 Crusade, the Lombards, I mean, they really don't come out of it very well. They come up with a lot of really bad ideas that gets the Crusade to this battle in the first place. And then they're the first people to run away, so we'll have to see what happens in this simulation. Oh, interesting. So I'm facing off here against Ridwan. I'm not quite sure how I'm going to play this one, actually. I think I might wait for the Lombards to engage. Oh, they just have. Well, let's pursue a wee flanking manoeuvre when those Lombard troops have engaged with Ridwan's troops. Ridwan of Aleppo, of course, wasn't actually present at this battle. These are soldiers that he sends. Wow, those spear militia did not want to hang around, did they? Oh, let's kill them. Gosh. First engagement of the battle with routing troops. I'm a bad man. Bad man with a bad plan. Right, I'm actually going to see if I can knock out these horse archers. Come on. Yeah, there we go. Well, there really is. It's a real scrum. Oh, somebody's dead. Who's that then? Oh, the Count of Biandrate. He has fallen. Much, I think, as he did in the real battle, actually. Count of Biandrate. Yeah, Ridwan, it has to be said, is taking a bit of a beating here. Not doing quite as well as his troops did in the real Battle of Merzivan, where it's fair to say, well, frankly, they did very well indeed. Oh, look, my infantry.
The enemy general lies dead.
Oh dear.
Good riddance to that Saracen death dog.
So that'll be...
His death will break his men's resolve.
That'll be whichever of Ridwan's captains the great man sent to represent him. I don't actually know who that was. Not somebody especially important, I wouldn't have thought. Right. Knights versus archers. I just can't help feeling that this can only really go one way. But now I've said that, Stephen of Blois is going to die.
They have lost half their men.
Yeah, they have. It's not going well for them. The real Battle of Merzivan was a complete walkover, and not, it has to be said, for the Crusaders. They get royally thumped, but here it's going rather better, although actually, you can see over here, we do have the Lombards doing what the Lombards did best in the 1101 Crusade, which is running away. Ooh. The Turks, meanwhile, have filmed up on this hill, which is making me a little bit nervous. Let me see if I can try and outmaneuver them with these cavalry, and then send the infantry in some kind of supporting capacity. Oh, the Byzantines have arrived! Ah, Byzantium, what an absolute treat. I'm going to send these guys in to help those Byzantine horse archers, because that's the kind of public-spirited fellow that I am. Let's kill these spear militia. R.I.P. spear militia. Right, fellas. These horsemen can come round and wheel round. Got a nice pincer movement going here. Ooh, those spear militia have rallied. I didn't realise they weren't running away. Well, let's see in the chaos of battle. Oh, look at that. Totally neutralise those Turkish horse archers.
Run down those worthless peasants.
Whilst this is true, there's definitely a bit of this battle that isn't going very well. I think it must be that bit over there. But yeah, Ridwan's troops, it has to be said, are very much not part of this battle anymore. So we can run them down. Before we work out what is happening over here. Oh dear. Raymond of Toulouse famously did pretty well at Merzivan, relative to everybody else. all of the Crusaders did badly at Merzivan, but in this run-through, he's doing terribly.
Our allies have fled the field like cowards. We must look to our own men now.
That is exactly what I'm doing, my friend. Don't you worry. Ooh, those... Danishmend's horsemen have turned up. I gave him a load of Armenian cavalry, and they've arrived to engage my cavalry into some head-to-head fighting, which it has to be said they are not winning. So one of the things about Merzivan, actually, is the Turks achieved at Merzivan what they failed to achieve at the earlier Battle of Dorylaeum, in that they basically just shot at the Crusaders from a distance and ran away, and didn't engage them in hand-to-hand fighting. This is largely because when Turkish cavalry do engage Crusaders in hand-to-hand fighting, they tend to lose, as we're hopefully about to witness here. Or not. Oh no, they've all run away. It's just because Crusader cavalry have a great reputation for having an excellent charge, which we are witnessing against these Sipahi who have broken and fled.
Slain the Saracen general. Now we must send his men running back to the desert.
Well, Danishmend or Kiliq Arslan in today's battle have died. No. Quite a lot going on up here, actually. And I think I'm going to need my allies to step in, because I don't have any soldiers apart from these. Well, I don't have any soldiers over here anyway, apart from these horsemen. I do have a unit of dismounted knights. Perhaps I can turn those around so that they can actually do something. Right, so this actually might end up... Oh dear. Oh. Sorry viewers, horrible thing to witness there. Although actually, to be fair to my infantry, now they've pinned down these Khwarezmian cavalry, they've absolutely knackered them. So those are more of Danishmend's troops that have just run away. But there are a sort of a lot more of them out here. I think what I'm going to do here is just charge these Armenian cavalry before they charge stationary knights. Poor play from me. Now, how are these Armenian cavalry doing? Better than I'd hoped they would be. Wow, really getting stuck into the melee here. Yep, they're all dead. Again, demonstrating that Crusader cavalry do have the edge. And that's just as true of medieval 2 Total War as it was of the real deal in 1101. But as I say, I'm not saying this battle is going well for me. It isn't.
Our ally has been slain. Now we will see if his men will hold in the face of this calamity.
General Sivas, tragic. But it's going better than the actual Battle of Merzivan did. So there's that to commend it. Now, I'm hoping these Armenian cavalry aren't going to hang around. Kind of looks as though they are. Oh no, they've gone. Because what we can then do is tackle the spear militia. Now, I'm pretty confident that the dismounted knights can beat the spear militia. Yep, in fact, I didn't even need to use my cavalry to illustrate that, because the spear militia are already running away. So what we can do is we can send them into the side of those peasants, and then envelop the Turks in a rearguard action.
Our cowardly allies have fled the field. They are craven and not fit to be called true men.
Oh dear, this is a little bit of a Cresson-style charge here, isn't it? Just hoping that Turkish javelin men are... Oh no, yeah, they're just as terrible as I remember them being. Crikey, did you see how quickly they all ran away? Oh, mind you, no.
Seigneur, only half of our force remains.
Oh, I think Stephen of Blois is about to do a bit of a Raymond of Toulouse here. Gets stuck in the middle of all these Turkish cavalry. I think our number might be up.
Our cowardly allies have fled the field.
Yeah, they've been pretty rubbish, haven't they?
True men.
Look, I wouldn't be too harsh, but equally I would be too harsh. Where are my allies? Oh, the Lombards have gone. Raymond of Toulouse has gone. The Byzantines have gone. It's really just me. What an epic!
Our foolish general has thrown his life away. Pray something changes in the course of battle.
Nothing's going to change in the course of this battle. Now, Stephen of Blois does not die at Merzivan. Neither, indeed, do Raymond of Toulouse, General Citas, or... oh, no, the Lombard people do die, but the rest of them survive, then go on to get killed somewhere else. Stephen of Blois is killed at Ramla by the Fatimid Caliphate. We're probably going to do the Battle of Ramla at some point in Battle's Bonanza, but not yet. Oh dear. Oh, we've got to that slightly tragic point in a Total War battle where the only unit I have is a unit of peasant archers. Hardly battle-winning stuff, viewers, so I think if you want to tune out of this episode, now might be your moment. Yeah, this is tragic. There's nothing here. Oh, there's some horsemen we can get killed by. Right, let's go and watch some of my troops get run down. It's probably more interesting than what those archers are doing. Or fight to the finish here. Spear militia versus... no. This is the old dismounted feudal knights, but they are legging it and pegging it. And now they're dead. Well, you know, they died doing what they loved. It's interesting, actually, that could well have happened to Raymond of Toulouse in this battle. And Stephen of Blois and Stephen of Burgundy actually ride through, they carve through the Turkish troops that have surrounded Raymond, and they rescue him. That happens quite a lot in Crusader battles.
We have been dealt a stinging defeat today.
We have. Look, the outcome of this battle, in the end, was not in doubt. I would like to say that I think I did a better job of commanding this battle than the people who were actually at the Battle of Merzivan. But I still lost, because in the end, Merzivan was not a battle that should have happened. Captain Amory was playing as Stephen of Blois, Captain Agostino as Alberto, Count of Biandrate, Captain Assempoulos as General Tsitas, Captain Jacome as Raymond of Toulouse, Captain Deria as Kiliq Arslan, the Sultanate of Rum, Captain Karte as the Danishmend Emir, and Captain Kiliq as a representative of Ridwan of Aleppo. Ladies and gents, thank you so much for tuning in to Tink's Medieval Times, Battles Bonanza. More battles await.